In the sun-drenched ruins of an ancient Minoan palace on the island of Crete, archaeologists uncovered a relic that has baffled scholars, cryptographers, and enthusiasts for over a century. The Phaistos Disc, a small, clay-fired object, about 6 inches in diameter, is etched with a spiral of cryptic symbols that defy translation. Discovered in 1908 by Italian archaeologist Luigi Pernia, this enigmatic artifact has since earned its reputation as one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Could you be the one to crack its code? The Phaistos Disc dates back to around 1700 BCE, placing it in the heart of the Minoan civilization, a Bronze Age culture renowned for its advanced art, architecture, and sprawling trade networks across the Mediterranean. Unearthed in the basement of a palace in Phaistos, a southern Cretan site, the disc stands apart from other Minoan finds. Unlike the linear script, another undeciphered writing system used by the Minoans, the disc's symbols are unique. Stamped into the clay with what appears to be a set of reusable seals, the 241 signs are arranged in a double-sided spiral, forming 61 words, separated by vertical lines. The symbols depict recognizable shapes: a walking man, a fish, a bird, a shield, a ship, and even what looks like a beehive. Yet, their meaning remains stubbornly out of reach. The disc's craftsmanship suggests it was no casual scribble. The use of pre-made stamps hints at an early form of movable type, a technological leap predating Gutenberg's printing press by millennia. This raises tantalizing questions. Was it a ceremonial object crafted for a priestly elite? A diplomatic record meant to cross linguistic borders? Or perhaps a navigational aid for Minoan sailors charting the Aegean? The context of its discovery, buried amid ash and rubble, offers few clues, as the palace had collapsed, possibly due to an earthquake, or the catastrophic eruption of Thera, modern-day Santorini, around that era. Since its discovery, the Phaistos Disc has attracted a parade of would-be decipherers, from linguists to armchair detectives. Some see it as a hymn to a goddess, others as a calendar, or an inventory of goods like grain or wine. One bold claim suggests it's a prayer in an ancient Hittite language, while another interprets it as instructions for a Minoan board game. In 2014, linguist Gareth Owens proposed that the disc contains a religious text dedicated to a Minoan mother goddess, pointing to repeated symbol sequences like IQEKURJA as potential evidence of phonetic meaning. Yet, without a bilingual text to serve as a key, these interpretations remain educated guesses. The disc's uniqueness is both its allure and its curse. Most ancient scripts, like Egyptian hieroglyphs, or Linear B, a later Minoan script deciphered as early Greek, were cracked by comparing them to related texts or bilingual inscriptions. The Phaistos Disc, however, is a singleton. No other objects bear its exact script, though a bronze axe from Archaeology bears some similar signs, hinting at a broader, lost system. Its small size and limited text, just 241 characters, make statistical analysis, a staple of code-breaking, nearly impossible. Some scholars question whether it's a language at all, proposing it might be a symbolic code, like a heraldic emblem, or a ritual token. Others dismiss it as a decorative hoax planted by Pernia himself, though the precision of its firing and stamping undermines such skepticism. The mystery of the Phaistos Disc isn't just academic, it's personal. It challenges our human instinct to decode, to understand, to connect with the past. Amateur sleuths and professional scholars alike have pored over its spirals, hoping to glimpse the mind of its maker. In 2008, the centennial of its discovery sparked renewed interest, with online forums buzzing with fresh hypotheses. Today, cutting-edge tools like AI and machine learning have entered the fray, scanning the symbols for patterns invisible to the human eye. In 2021, a team at the University of Bologna used computational linguistics to suggest the disk might encode a syllabic script, but even these high-tech efforts have yet to yield a definitive translation. The disk's physical quirks add another layer of intrigue. Its two sides, labeled A and B, spiral in opposite directions, with side A curving clockwise, and side B counterclockwise. Was this intentional, perhaps reflecting a dual narrative, or a dialogue? The clay bears traces of corrections, as if the scribe pressed too hard, or adjusted a stamp mid-process, suggesting a deliberate, painstaking effort. Chemical analysis of the clay links it to local Cretan sources, ruling out the idea of an imported oddity, but its purpose remains as murky as the Minoan seas. To crack the disk, one might look beyond its symbols to the world that birthed it. The Minoans were a seafaring people, their palaces adorned with frescoes of dolphins and octopuses, their economy fueled by trade with Egypt, Anatolia, and the Cyclades. Could the disk's ship symbol point to a maritime log? Its beehive to an apiary record? The Minoans worshipped a pantheon of deities, often depicted with snakes or bulls. Might the disk be a votive offering, its symbols a shorthand for sacred rites? The spiral design echoes the labyrinth of Knossos, another Minoan marvel tied to the myth of the Minotaur. Perhaps the disk's layout is itself a clue, a map or metaphor lost to time. So, here's the challenge. Can you crack the Phaistos Disc? Study its symbols, available in countless online archives, from museum scans to 3D models, and let your imagination roam. Is that fish a verb, a noun, or a symbol of something greater, like fertility, or the sea? Does the spiral mimic the journey of life, a celestial orbit, or is it just a practical way to fit more text on a small surface? The world's most mysterious artifact awaits your insight. Perhaps the key lies not in the disk itself, but in the mind bold enough to see what others have missed, or in a yet undiscovered companion artifact buried beneath Crete's olive groves. For now, the Phaistos Disc sits quietly in the Heraclean Archaeological Museum, its clay surface whispering secrets it refuses to reveal. It's a reminder that some mysteries endure not because they're unsolvable, but because they dare us to keep asking, what if? Whether you're a linguist, a coder, or simply a curious soul, the disk beckons. Pick up a pencil, download the glyph charts, and take your shot at history. The next breakthrough could be yours. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on ancient mysteries, spirituality, and self-development.